Hello guys and girls, and welcome back to another video. Today's video is very special. I am going to be taking you guys on a journey back in time to my childhood. This is a game that I used to play as a kid all of the time. I spent my childhood on this game back 17 years ago. This game is called Harvest Moon Back to Nature. It's a very old game. It was released by Natsume Inc. in the year 2000 for the PlayStation 1, and I used to play this game so much as a kid. It was my favourite childhood game, and this game is the reason why I play Stardew Valley and why I love Stardew Valley so much, because when I seen Stardew Valley I realised it was so similar to this game. It brought back so many memories. Welcome to my childhood. Wow, this is bringing back so many memories already, guys. Just the music is incredible. I'm getting goosebumps. It's been so long since I've last played this game. I feel like a little kid again. It's just magical. It is so magical. Now, of course, I am not comparing this game to Stardew Valley. Obviously, it's very different. The graphics aren't very good. You guys are probably going to look at this and think, what the hell is this? But this was made in the year 2000, okay, 17 years ago. Don't judge it too much because it is a really old game, and that's the reason why. Now, Stardew Valley was actually based around Harvest Moon. So the developer, Concerned Ape, took the ideas from Harvest Moon. This was his inspiration. He really loved this game as a child too. He played this game and then he obviously brought those memories in the childhood that he had into Stardew Valley, and that's why the game is so similar, but obviously a lot better graphics, a lot more detailed, but it took inspiration from this very game, Harvest Moon. Now, there's a lot of you young guys out there who have never played this game, you've never seen it. You're probably going to think, what the hell is this? But this is what us older generation used to play. Oh my god, I remember that bit so much. I always used to sing that bit. Gives me goosebumps, man, so bad. Wow. What a game. What a childhood I had. So, a little bit about the story of this game to give you guys an idea of what this game is about. Basically, your grandfather had his farm. He used to come and visit there in the summer as a kid, as you've seen a little earlier on. But your grandfather actually passes away, and then you come over to the farm, your mum sends you here, and you take over it. You've got to make the farm thrive again. It's all messed, there's weeds and rocks and stones everywhere. You need to build it up, make the farm incredible, and then once the farm's back on its feet, the townspeople will respect you and you will earn their trust and they will accept you into the mineral town. The story is exactly the same as Stardew Valley, except for we are not focusing on the community centre. It's all about the farm, okay? And then obviously by doing that, the townspeople will also respect you. So you start off on the farm, day one, your farm is overrun, we need to clear all the weeds, we need to prep the land, you can plant some seeds, go to the supermarket and get some seeds, we can get animals in this game, cows, chickens, sheep, you can obviously sell all your animal products, turn them into cheese and stuff like that. We can get a horse, We can go fishing, we can go mining. There's no enemies in the mines though, it's just the simple mining for the ores and the resources. You can also get a girlfriend and marry on this game as well. I'm not sure about having kids, I can't remember about that, so we'll have to see about that. But this is just going to be like a short video on my childhood memories, the reason why I play Stardew Valley. I mean, if you guys really enjoyed this video and you enjoyed this game, then let me know in the comments, and I mean, we probably can turn it into, I don't know, if you want a series or if you want to see more videos on it, let me know. I don't think you will, because like I say, it's a very old game, but let me know anyway, and we could probably do that. Okay, so here we are inside the house. We've just woke up. It is the 2nd of spring, 6 AM. We go through the seasons exactly the same. We got spring, summer, fall and winter. But in Harvest Moon there is 30 days instead of 28. So you get 2 more extra days in each season. The time goes super fast, but obviously in Harvest Moon the time pauses indoors. So the time only runs when you're out on the farm or in the town. Now, you've just seen us earlier, we'll just watch telly. It'll tell you the news, just like Stardew Valley of course. It'll find out the weather for the next day. You can have cooking recipes on there. Also, we've got a calendar, you can see the events. We've got the Goddess Festival coming up on the 8th of spring and such like that. You have the Chicken Festival, the Egg Festival. Now if we go over in the tool shed, we've got some tools in here. This is where the tools start, but we can only carry 3 of these items at once. And it's obviously we've got to upgrade the backpack, so you can go to the shop, get the bag upgrade, and you can carry more items. But right now you can only carry 3 at a time, which is very, very hard. You do not start off with any seeds on this game. We've got to go over to the supermarket and purchase them. But the first few days of this game, I used to always just clear my farm, try and get as much of the debris off the farm as possible, and also go and do some foraging, which we'll go and do very shortly, and we can go and see what items are around. I'll show you around the town, show you around the map, maybe introduce ourselves to some people, and also see what forage items we can do to sell to get some money. Okay, so this guy who's just come onto the farm, he's the one who will collect your produce that you sell. Now, there's this little bin next to the house, just like Stardew Valley of course, and everything that you make or produce or gather, you can chuck into that bin, and then this person who you're seeing right now will come onto your farm every day at 5 PM, except for festival days, and he'll collect the produce and give you the money instantly. So every day at 5 PM, you will get the money that is earned from whatever's in that box. So it is our job to try and get as much things as we can, put them into that bin before 5 PM, because if you put things into the bin afterwards, then they're not selling until the next day. And obviously the person at the start in the red, he is the mayor, Mayor Thomas. He wanted us to have a walk around town and introduce to everybody, but I skipped that progress and we can do that ourselves whenever we are ready. So now I'm going to get straight onto the farm and I'm going to start clearing all of the debris. So we're going to get rid of the weeds, we're going to chop all the branches of wood. We've got an hammer on this game instead of the pickaxe, so you use the hammer on the rocks to knock down the stones. Now you can upgrade your tools on this game as well, so we'll not be able to get the big massive wooden stumps and the big boulders until we have unlocked and upgraded our tools. Now you can use the scythe on the weeds to chop them, but I think that uses energy, because we do get energy and stamina on this game too. Now we don't have a bar to tell us how much stamina we have actually got left. What your character will actually do is when he starts getting tired, it will do a little animation. So the first step, like he wipes his face with an handkerchief and gets rid of the sweat, and eventually the more he gets tired, your player will do worse animations to the point where he collapses on the floor. And then at this point you'll know that your player is really, really tired. So obviously using tools on this game does use stamina and does drop the energy. So what we can do to the weeds is what you'll see I'll be doing. You can actually pick them out of the ground and then throw them back on the floor and they'll disappear instead of using your scythe, because you don't consume any energy by picking them up. So what I used to do on this game is go around, hand pick all of the weeds, which takes a long time, and then obviously use the tools for the little bits. So if we push the start button and see the main menus, you've got a little overlay here. You can see your name, you can see all the animals you've got on your farm, you can see how much money we've got 500 gold. You can see how much animal food you've got, so obviously you can see there's chickens, cows and sheep. Also there's fish, because there is a pond in this game which you can put the fish into. And also if you go across you can see all of the crops that you've got, how many you've sold in total. Also there's these little harvest sprites which are similar to the Junimos in Stardew Valley. You can get the love arts with them, and the more love arts you've got, they will help you on your farm. They can water all your plants for you and they can help you around, which is very nice. And also you can see the tools, and you can see your percentage of how much you've used the tool ready to be upgraded. So when the tool gets to 100%, that's when you can upgrade your tool. You can't upgrade it until you have got 100% on the tool, so you've got to use the tool first. Also we can see the map, It's not a very big map, it's only a small little area compared to Stardew Valley, but like I said, it's an old game. And obviously we have got the fish pond, which I was talking about, which you can actually catch fish and you can put fish in there, you can feed them with the fish food, and you can get the fish back out there if you need to sell them or whatever you want to do. So now let's go round and do a little bit of foraging, guys. So just to the left of our farm, if we go up here, you will see the hot springs. So we can get a few forage items around here near the waterfall. We've got some bamboo shoots over here. So there's just one near the waterfall. If we go around the corner, around the hot springs, we'll also find 2 more bamboo shoots. Now, like I said, we can only carry 2 of these at a time in our backpack. The third one you have to hold. Now we have to do a trip back home, drop these off into the shipping bin, obviously because the person comes at 5 PM, and then we need to go back out and forage again, because we can only get 3 items at a time, so it's quite a long process until you get the bag upgrade. So we'll plonk all of these 3 bamboo shoots into the bin. Now that's going to be collected at 5 PM, so we'll go back, we'll get the blue herb. And also this is the hot springs, so now we can, if we're getting a bit low on energy, we can come over to the hot springs, jump in this little hot tub, and you stay here for a little while and you will regenerate your health back and your stamina. And also what you can do with the hot springs, you can cook food in here. So if you get an egg, a normal chicken egg, if you come into the hot springs whilst holding it, that will turn into a boiled egg. I think you can do this with a few other foods as well, I'm not too sure, but I know it works 100% with the egg. This is the carpenter shop. So this is the guy if you want to upgrade your house or purchase any wood or something like that. It's currently not working right now, it must be too late. I don't know who this guy is here. I think he's like the architect person who loves just exploring, trying to find things. He's studying bees. Yes, we can get honey on this game, I believe, as well. So now we'll go down this little path just behind the carpenter's house. This is the ranch where you can buy animals. Oh, we've got a little cutscene. I remember this. I remember this. So this girl here, her name's Papori. This is a potential girlfriend in the game who you can potentially marry. So she is one of the candidates. Obviously they've just had a little argument. I think this is a brother. We'll go and see. Oh, hello, you're shark, right? I guess you heard us arguing. What happened? One of the hens got killed by a stray dog. My sister Papori forgot to put it in the coop, so I got mad and yelled at her. Say, would you do me a favour and go and bring Papori back home? I think she went up the mountains behind your house. If I went to get her, we'd probably start arguing again. Okay, we can go do that. Let's go and find her. There she is, sulking, watching the water. I'm so sad about what happened, but Rick is so mean. So we can either respond, well, it's over now, or my sympathies. Like I said, you've got to try and say the right thing, so we'll say my sympathies. Its name was Pon. Wah. You probably noticed the black love heart in the bottom right. The more you get to know a girl and give her gifts, that love heart will change colour. It'll eventually go through different colours such as yellow, purple, green, blue, and eventually it'll get to red. It'll be like a big red heart, and that's when you can potentially marry the girl. So it's a little bit like friendship points in Stardew Valley, but just a little bit different with the colours of the heart. Okay, so now I'm going to head over to the mines and show you the mining in Harvest Moon. Now this is totally different to Stardew Valley. There is no enemies, you can't go fishing down there. There's not many forage items down there. It is simple as just hoeing the soil. You don't break rocks with a pickaxe, you just hoe the soil and find the way down with a ladder. And once you find the ladder, you work your way down, and at the bottom of this mine, you will find yourselves one of the berries. Now, it's like Stardew Valley with the star drops. Once you consume them, they'll give you extra energy and more stamina, which you can find deep in the mines. I don't think it's on the bottom floor, but it's somewhere deep in the mines. And you can obviously find ore, you can find stone and metals and stuff like that. Obviously, ingredients to upgrade your tools, such as the copper, your silver, and your gold. You'll also find some special items, which are like a blue colour. I forgot what it's called, but you basically can take it to the blacksmith and he will create you some jewellery, which you can use for gifts for the girls, like necklaces and bracelets. But you can actually find gifts down here as well, so you can actually find watches, bracelets, necklaces, diamonds. You can find those down here and you can use them as gifts for the girls you are trying to marry. Or if not, you can actually create them yourself by finding them blue little gems, which I've just found, which are quite valuable. But we're just going to sell that for now because it's quite a lot of money, so we're going to head home and sell that, sell all the stuff we've got. That's the mining in Harvest Moon. Very, very simple. Okay, so it's the next day, 4th of spring, it's a Wednesday. I'm going to show you around this one more day of this game, and then I'll probably end this video right here. What I'm going to do today, I'm going to clear up some of the farm, I'm going to get rid of some of the weeds, some of the stones and sticks, and then I'm going to take a trip down to the supermarket, which opens I believe at 8 AM or 9 AM, it's one of them times anyway, somewhere in between there. We'll go and purchase some seeds today, we'll get those in the ground, I'll show you how the farming and planting works on this game, and then we'll water the seeds, and I'll probably end that video there. If you guys want to see more of this, like I said, be sure to comment, let me know down below. Let's hit that like button. Going back to the good old days when I was a kid, when I was a wee little boy playing these really retro games. So let's get through this one more day. Let's go and get some seeds. Okay, so it's 9 AM when the shop opens. This is the supermarket, so let's go and take a look inside. So as you can see straight away, they sell other things as well as seeds. To the left we've got cooking ingredients, because you can actually throw together your own cooking recipes in this game. So you can cook when you're house upgrading and get the kitchen. And also to the right you can see the bag upgrade, and also there's a basket. Now this basket can be used around your farm to put items in. So instead of carrying your items, if your bag's not big enough, you can actually place things in this basket and carry it around with you. You've also got fish food there as well, but we want the seeds today. So we want the spring fruit and vegetables. Now each bag that you purchase, so you buy one bag of seeds, it holds 9 individual seeds inside. So when you scatter this bag into the soil, it will scatter across 9 tiles. One pack of seeds has 9 individual seeds inside. As you can see, we've got grass. Also there's turnips, potatoes and cucumbers. The cucumbers are the most valuable because they're the most profitable. So we're going to get one of every seed and we'll get them planted straight in the ground. We're back at the farm. Now let's start preparing the land ready for these seeds. So we need obviously a 3x3, so we need a block of 9, because when you use the seeds you don't plant one individual seed like you do in Stardew Valley, you actually plant the full 9 all together. So you have to stand in the middle of this block that I'm digging out now and obviously scatter all your seeds across. Now the only thing is with this Harvest Moon game is the middle seed that you plant you cannot actually get to, because you can't walk through your plants. Unlike Stardew Valley where you can walk through every single plant except for the trellis, well on Harvest Moon you can't walk through any plant even if it's not on a trellis. So the middle one never gets watered unless it's raining. Okay, so we've got the cucumbers, we're going to stand right in the middle and press the action button and boom, all of the seeds get planted on every single tile. Now we're going to do the same for the turnips and the potatoes, and then we're going to obviously start watering these. Okay, so the last ones are in the potatoes, and now we're going to start watering all of these seeds. So we'll go to the pond, refill it up. I'm not sure how many tiles this can water. Obviously this takes a long process, just like Stardew Valley. Obviously it's best to start upgrading the watering can as fast as possible, because you do not get sprinklers on this game, it's not that advanced. Okay, there we go, our player's just started to get tired. That is the first stage of tiredness. He's just wiped his face with an handkerchief. But we have managed to water all of the seeds with just one fill of the watering can. So that is the farming, that is the watering, that is the way you plant seeds on Harvest Moon. And I'm actually going to end that one there, guys. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this kind of video. If you have, make sure to hit that like button. Let me know in the comments if you want to see more of this. I mean, you might surprise me and go, oh, I want to see more of this, but I'm not expecting that because it is a really old game. But main reason I wanted to take you guys back on a journey to my childhood. This is the very game that made me fall in love with Stardew Valley. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe. I just want to thank everybody for subscribing. We hit 5,000 subscribers recently. I can't believe it. So proud. Thank you everybody for watching, but until then, I'm going to see you on the next video. Peace.